Hello, welcome back. Okay, so in this episode I think I want to visit, what's his name again? Odo. So he's here, we're here. Gotta explore this area a little bit. And I want to invest some points into stamina before we do that. So let's see if we can find a bonfire somewhere.
Oh, to rest.
There's also a lot of quests we need to do at night, like lighting those eternal fire shrines. We need to gather those Drowner brains,
Terrible times.
and then there's the quest for the ghouls. For that we need
Playing that.
a special potion, and I was hoping to find some sort of formula for oils. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I can prepare oils, so that should be prioritized.
Mad.
Wait, we haven't talked to this guy, have we?
Greetings.
Greetings.
Yes, I'm a dwarf. No, I don't support the Skyatel. Yes, I've paid both taxes and bribes many times. Today, in fact.
Calm down, I just wanted to talk.
I'll be calm in my grave. Optimistically, that won't be long now.
I'll try not to miss the funeral.
Make sure and show up for the execution, too. They once herded me off to see a non-human get hanged. Let me tell you, laughed my head off.
I gather they don't like non-humans around here.
Neither here nor anywhere in the Northern Kingdoms. An official in Vizima recently won an innovation award. Invented a gallows especially designed for dwarves.
What's so innovative about that?
Nothing, but think of the savings. When you're producing them in the hundreds, all that extra wood can be used to make other goods. Toy swords, for instance.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
Why do the locals persecute non-humans?
Why do pricks go in cunts? It's the natural order of things. Humans have always hated dwarves and elves. Not for me to know why.
I'm not sure I understand.
Then ponder it on your own, or discuss it with that maggot Brog. I don't talk to strangers about these things.
Fine.
Yes?
Let's talk about weapons.
Well, I'm no specialist, though I can forge swords. Bring me 3 different ores and I'll forge you an excellent steel sword.
I'll look around for some more.
Another thing. For 35 orens, you can have this excellent sword, Grease. It's not exactly, legal, but, I really need the gold.
35, that's not too bad. Let's try it.
This grease improves the quality of rusty weapons.
Oh,
It's
nice.
lard and some other ingredients. Listen.
I think we got the, yeah, we got the formula. It's fantastic. Synfred oil. What does it do? A blade coated with this substance causes crippling pain to a wounded creature. Creatures which do not feel pain are immune. The oil is made by mixing ingredients, providing... Yeah, I'm not going to read that. It's long-lasting. The formula for this substance comes from the city of Sinfred. No, Crinfred, where it is widely employed by dark characters of all kinds. Seems like we have a lot of formulas. I haven't had a look at this. So we have Blizzard, Cat, fantastic. Necrophage oil. We need cat and necrophage oil. When we're gonna go down into the crypt, and I think necrophage oil is also effective against drowners, because this is against all kinds of necrophages. No. Yeah, okay. Every time. Let's go here and invest in some skills.
I should hurry.
So I want this heavyweight thing and poison resistance. I know that there's going to be situations where I will really need these kinds of skills. Now I still have 5 bronze talents left. I think I will use them on these attributes because they're so, what should I say, general, universal almost. Like, you can use them in any situation, these passive skills, and I like that. So, and then later on I'll specialize more in, for example, group style and Ard, some other magic sign. Okay, so I am wondering whether, I mean, obviously I want this. Should I invest in Buzz? It doesn't really synergize very well with Heavyweight, because, yeah, well, my alcohol intoxication is much shorter, so these benefits don't last that long. Yeah, I don't think I will invest yet, at least. But we'll have this, and of course this. That's useful. Yeah. Alright. I think we got the most, meditate.
Be alert.
Oh, that was quick. See if there's any new contracts. Nope. Okay, we were supposed to go to Odo, right? Although I have 143 coins. I mean, maybe it could be a good idea to explore the inn a little bit first. Because I want to see if I can get... No, wait a minute. Yeah, Abigail had that book about the field plants. Anyway, let's have a look.
Geralt!
So, how are you doing?
You know me, my schemes. I hope to start a modest business in Vizima, bringing in goods from Mahakam. The Breckenrigs are pressuring me.
From Mahakam? Any profit in that?
I certainly hope so. I made some investments during the war. As they say, money needs to move.
Just so long it doesn't run away.
Geralt,
Can you play poker for serious money?
you'd be surprised how popular it is. Fortunes have been made and lost. There are those that take it very seriously indeed.
How do I join the game?
Join? Geralt, it's not a sect. Ask around, though professionals aren't likely to waste time playing novices.
Any idea where I could start?
Around here? Odo, he's got rich somehow. And I know Harren and Mikkel play. And there's me. They're all small fries sides me. But don't fret, I'll give you an edge. The real action is in Vizima.
When will I no longer be a novice?
Win a few times and word will get around. You need to get 3-4 games under your belt. You'll get the idea.
Yeah, we'll try that. A lot of people here now, all of a sudden. Who's this?
Finally, someone sensible here.
And you are?
Luvarden, merchant. Of those Luvardens.
Of those or not, I sense you have a job for me.
Unfortunately, my friend disappeared in the cave beneath Vizima's walls.
You think he's dead?
I don't know. I'll pay you 200 orns to rescue him or provide for a decent burial. Will you take the job?
All right.
My friend tried evading the quarantine to enter Vizima.
Why through the cave?
We heard goods were smuggled into Vizima that way.
I'll do what I can.
Be careful. My friend has dealt with monsters before. If he's dead, surely danger follows.
Stand still.
Well, that whoring witch has her eye on me.
Greetings, stranger. Funny, you remind me of someone.
Who would that be?
The famous Witcher, Geralt, the White Wolf.
Really?
It's uncanny. White hair, sword across your back, straight out of the ballads.
What a coincidence.
Many must mistake you for Geralt.
Some do. Those songs must be popular.
Master Dandelion, the Bard of Bards, has sung those ballads for years.
What's in your repertoire?
Shall I sing for you, my lord?
Pay him for... Okay, so I have two choices. I can pay him for whatever reason, or I can just ask him to sing something.
I wouldn't mind hearing something.
Art soothes the soul, doesn't it? But I also need to eat.
Okay.
How about a contribution? 5 orens?
Sure.
No wonder pretty lasses are so sublime. The taller the tree, the harder it is to climb. Neither lass nor tree to a simpleton will bow. Yet he hath a remedy. Chop down one, the other plough.
Not very good at poetry, so always have a problem understanding it.
No need to rush.
Antiquary. Antiquary.
I'm forced to sell my goods out here.
Bad luck. I can't enter the city either.
Want to buy something? Rob me in broad daylight. Go ahead.
What are you peddling?
My life.
Look at this. Unfortunately, I don't have the money yet. He has a lot of stuff. Recent history, history of the world. Bart, okay, we already have that. Field plants, the Book of Animals. Swamp. Thomas Fear and Loathing. First volume of a work on necrophages. Ghouls and Graveyears. We have Zerrikanian Alchemy. Already read this. Read this. Huh. Oh, these are cheaper. That's actually great. Yeah, I'll invest in these. I haven't read recent history. And the history of the world. We already have it. Okay, so now we're running out of money here. Let's not use everything. We'll come back to this guy when we have more money. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, and we need to store some stuff here. But let's read. The History of the World by Roderick the November. November? I don't know. When the criminal's stake had been lit and the flames reached her, she began insulting all the knights, barons, mages, and councillors gathered in the square in such foul language that they were all filled with dread. Though wet logs had been stacked to prevent the hag from burning too quickly, and provide her a chance to suffer in the flames, dry wood was soon added to the fire to end the execution more swiftly. She must truly have harbored a demon inside her, as she uttered not a single scream through the sizzled. Fair enough. What? Instead, she began cursing horribly. An avenger shall be born from my own blood, she cried. From the defiled elder blood, a destroyer of nations and worlds will rise. He shall avenge my torment, death and revenge upon you and your offspring. That was all she managed to articulate before she perished. Such was the death of Falka, her punishment for the innocent blood she had spilled. Before Laura Doran died in solitude, she gave birth to a daughter who was adopted by the Queen of Redania and named Rhiannon. At the age of 17, Rhiannon married Gidamar, the king of Temeria. 3 years after the wedding, the famous Falka rebellion began, during which the pregnant Rhiannon was accidentally captured. In prison, she gave birth to twins and subsequently descended into madness. At the same time, the fierce Falka gave birth to a daughter, whom she abandoned to wage war, leaving the child for the mad prisoner to nurse. Soon thereafter, the rebellion was suppressed, Falka was captured and burned at the stake, and King Gidamar regained his wife, with 3 children. Interesting. Let's see, there was also recent history. Field Marshal... What is this? Cohorn's strategy failed when his flanking maneuver was stopped by the heroic Vizimian infantry led by Governor Bronibor, though they paid dearly for their heroism in blood. While the Vizimians resisted, Nilfgaard's left flank crumbled. Some began to flee, while others banded into small groups to defend themselves as they were surrounded. The same soon happened on the right, where the tenacity of the dwarves and the mercenaries finally broke Nilfgaard's momentum. A loud cry of triumph rose on the battlefield as the hearts of the royal knights filled with new courage. Nilfgaardian spirits fell. The men's hands went limp, and our warriors began cutting them down. And Field Marshal Menno Coahorn realized that the battle was lost, and he saw his men being killed and dispersed all around. His officers and knights came to him leading a fresh horse, urging him to flee, to save his life. But the Nilfgaardian marshal's heart was fearless. It wouldn't be right, he said, refusing the reins. It wouldn't be right to run like a coward from the field on which, under my orders, so many good men have fallen for the Emperor. Alright. Wow. Okay, so we read the first part. The first Nilfgaardian invasion began 10 years ago. After crossing the Yaruga River, the Black Ones attacked Sintra. The capital was taken by surprise, its citizens were slaughtered, and the queen committed suicide. Brugge, Sodden, and Temeria stood against Nilfgaard. It seemed the Nilfgaardian offensive was unstoppable, but the 3 states managed to halt it at the Battle of Sodden. Altogether, 22 mages fought for the northern kingdoms, 14 of whom died. Yet in the end, it was the mages who negotiated a truce. After 3 painful years, during a meeting of the Brotherhood of Sorcerers, there occurred a schism in the organization, and its members fought each other. As a result, many died and the Brotherhood disbanded. At the same time, the imperial forces attacked the northern kingdoms. The kings were divided, arguing, and couldn't face Nilfgaard on their own. King Foltest signed a truce with the Black Ones, yet it proved short-lived. The imperial army pushed forward and was not defeated until the Battle of Brenna. This victory proved pivotal, reminding the feuding rulers that Nilfgaard is not invincible. The kings of the north reunited and faced the Black Ones together. Finally, a peace treaty was signed, changing the balance of power in the world forever. We're kind of jumping into history here.
What can I get you?
Well, I don't know. Not gonna sell anything. I need the food.
Who's this?
Was supposed to be a drunkard here, but he's probably not gonna show up until later this evening. Oh, but wait a minute, there he is.
Have a drink with me.
Sure.
The sorcerer spit viciously.
Let's
the serpents cold and vile.
okay. Let's keep the beer.
Observers choke and die
Wine's a
as
headache.
she herself did smile.
Weak alcohol. Yeah, sure. Vile beer brewed in the capital city of Demeria. Huh. Okay, let's try this. Guess we'll just try one of each then. Cherry beer brewed in Rivia. That's where Geralt is from. Sure. Oh. Okay. Kedwanian Stout. Dark beer from Kedwen. This guy is, durable.
Who's this?
Now we're talking. Something's happening.
So, outdrank you.
Strong head you have there.
Don't I get a prize for winning?
Drank with a merchant recently. Weak-headed he was. Take his book.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Nice thing.
That's absolutely great. Let's see here. So we got the... Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I didn't know I had read this. Anyway, we got the Ghouls and Graviers book. Only volume 1 though. Graviers appear wherever they can find blood, preferably human corpses, but any carcass will do. Immune to common poisons and resistant to knockdown attempts. Okay, so we can't use hard, I think. Tough skin and thick muscles protect them from blows. Sensitive to silver and necrophage oil. The strong style is most effective against Graviers. Graviers try to knock their victims down and eat them alive. Of course they do. We have Cadaverine, White Vinegar, and Gravier Bone. After the war with Nilfgaard, Graviers became a real plague. Until then, the monsters were familiar only to specialists and professional beast killers. Thus everyone mistook them for ghouls. Today, any child could give an accurate description of a Gravier, and people who have passed near battlefields or necropolises offer first-hand accounts of the horrible murders committed by these ruthless necrophages. So now I'm drunk. I mean, maybe it wasn't worth investing in that intoxication skill. How long will it last now? Doesn't say. I could just meditate. Although I need to get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory. All the books I've read.
What can I do for you?
Have I read them all? Yep. Wait. The rest I think we'll just keep because You never know when you need it. Although why do I have this water still? Need to throw it out. Or sell it. But don't think that's possible though. Let's store it. Okay. Should just go outside and meditate by a fire. This is gonna take forever. Oh wait a minute, since we're drunk already, maybe nah. You know what? Let's try it.
Geralt!
Stand still. No need to rush.
It's getting intense. Wonder how drunk you can get. Let's combine it with wine, that's a good idea.
I'll smash your face.
Incredible. Outdrunk by old Geralt.
It wasn't easy.
Damn. I once swore on this stone that no human would outdrink me.
A diamond. I can't accept this. And I'm no human.
Fuck, take it. A pledge is a pledge.
Wow, well. Apparently you can get even more drunk, and now it's a rather realistic effect, I would say.
To try their strength.
More or less how it feels. See, where's the closest fireplace? And this is the reason why being drunk is quite the nuisance in this game. Everything takes forever now. So I think maybe it was a wasted point then to invest in the intoxicate or heavyweight skill. Causes shorter intoxication, but I mean it could be useful if you're in a really dire straits. You know, there's no fireplace, nowhere to meditate. I've used all my talents. Oh yeah, alchemy. We haven't done anything here yet. So we need, do we need any more swallow? We have 3. Should be enough for now. Spectre oil. That's, that could be quite useful. But let's make some cat. What is he using? Local pepper vodka. Yeah, sure. As long as they don't use up my Frightener's Eye. Alright. Might as well meditate till dusk. Okay, I think I'll take a break here, and in the next episode we'll try to
Hurry.
explore the countryside at night, do some of the quests that can only be done at night, and yeah, see you in the next episode.